Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Ielts Winner. Hope you all are doing fine and staying safe. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and click on that bell icon so that you are notified with all the latest updates about Ielts and tips, tricks and predictions for 2022 Ielts exam. We have many playlists. You can go on the playlist and according to your week module, you can select the playlist and prepare your tips and how to solve reading, listening, writing and speaking. Okay, so this video is about the latest marking criteria which is done for IELTS listening, reading, writing and speaking. We know that there have been some changes due to corona pandemic, but they have become permanent in many places and the examiners of Cambridge are following the pattern. So starting with listening and reading, in listening and reading, sometimes before the corona pandemic it was corrected by computers, it was computerized, but now it is not computerized. Your listening and reading answer sheets are scanned and sent to the Cambridge portal, where a person who is not a Cambridge certified trainer, okay, he is not a Cambridge certified trainer, but those are teachers who we call markers. So these markers have the list of answers of reading and listening. Based on that marking answer key sheet, they check your answers and give you bands. So it is done by humans, it is done by markers. They have the key of answers of your question papers. If everything is as per their key, you get a band. If anything is different, you don't get the band. So to get better bands in listening and reading, first thing that you have to keep in mind is that use very dark pencils. Do not use pen, because while scanning, pen doesn't give better impression. But dark pencils of 4B or something like that, the highest, whichever you ask from stationery, they'll give you. Write with dark pencils, and I would suggest you to write everything in capitals for listening and reading, because if you write in cursive handwriting, maybe your E looks A for the marker or your A looks E for the marker, so there will be confusion in the spellings which will unnecessarily reduce your bands. All right, so write with pencils. This is for all the students globally, not only for Indian students or like that, but all the students who are taking exam now February 2022. So from now onwards, always write all your answers in caps, capital letters for listening and reading, with very dark pencils, because while they scan, it will be much more clearer with spelling and commas and everything, so it will not have any errors which they can identify and unnecessarily cut your bands. So this thing you need to keep in your mind for listening and reading. And also, whether you are taking if you are taking paper based, do not scribble on the answer sheet, scribble it on the booklet, because booklet is not used, but they will scan the answer sheets. So do not write anything except for your answers on the listening and reading answer sheets for better clarity and confirmed bands. Okay, this was about listening and reading. As far as writing is concerned, we know that it already changed, that they are not correcting your physical papers that is sent, but the answer sheets are scanned paper by paper, sent in the Cambridge portal, and then the examiner looks them on the monitor. So the Cambridge examiners do not have your answer sheets in their hand and check like we IELTS trainers. We check your line by line and circle and underline and say what mistakes you made. But the Cambridge examiners are now checking it on the monitor, so they are not checking line by line or correcting your mistake. They are checking just like that. They are looking, they read line by line, but when they read, they are of course very qualified. So based on the 4 marking criteria, that is task achievement, coherence and cohesion, grammar structure and lexical resources, after reading your essay they get the idea, and according to your mistakes and your level, they mark you in the 4 criterias, which will be covered as total overall band. So whenever you write very clearly dark, and do not scribble or cut. If you're as said, use pencils and erase and write. Do not scribble and write in between the small space given in between, because if it is not clear, the scanned copy will be still more not clearer, and it will land you into spelling errors or some grammar errors. So do not scribble in your answer sheets. Write it very neatly and cleanly. Okay, so writing is done like this. They do not check your answers, but they read your essay, and according to their knowledge and your level, they mark you on the 4 bands. So writing task 2, writing task 1, both are done by different examiners. Then the overall band is taken out by someone else. Okay, so this is how writing is done. As far as speaking is concerned, before corona started, speaking was recorded and it was sent to the Cambridge portal and it was corrected by the Cambridge people. But now, due to corona, the person who is taking your speaking is going to check your give you bans. Okay, so I feel that this is very good, because when it is recorded and sent, the person who is listening to your recording may not seen your expressions, may not have the idea of your body language, and it may affect your fluency and pronunciation band. But now, because the person is seeing you face to face, whether audio or video, he knows how confident you were while speaking, he knows how your body language was and how relaxed and calmly and casually you were answering. So this is, according to me personally, I feel it's a good thing, because the person has actually seen you speaking. So whatever you have spoken is directly going to be there, and you have no chance of missing out any criteria. So it's a good thing. So you just speak confidently in the person who is standing next to you. Speak confidently, speak as if you are talking to a person, a friend, or some stranger. Open your heart, speak confidently, have a positive body language, because if you have good movement of your body language, it helps you to have natural speaking criteria, and also it shows how confident you are with the language. And do not keep looking on what the examiner is writing in the paper, because he or she may be writing whatever she feels about your speaking. You do not have to worry about that. You have to worry how to impress the other person. Okay, so just talk freely, confidently, and naturally as much as possible. While speaking, do not think about am I making a mistake, did I put lexical resources, did I put phrases. No, while speaking, speak your heart out confidently, because that is the main thing for speaking. Not like writing, listening, reading, where you have to show your knowledge or skill, something like that. Speaking is ultimately communicating. If you're communicating well with the person on the other hand, he is or she is going to be impressed, and your chances of getting better bands are higher. So these are the different ways the marking criteria has changed and is going to stay for further notice. So do prepare accordingly and have confidence and practice very clearly. One more thing that I want to say is, whenever you practice listening, reading, please do it question wise first. Get good hand over the question wise. Each question type how to solve, get confident with that. Then do passage wise. Do not focus only on the things that you think is difficult, because when you focus more on that, the easy ones, you lose easy bands. So focus ultimately on everything, so that you have a diverse areas to cover up your bands. Any other comment or any other ideas that you have, and any video that you want from us, do comment in the comment section, so that we will help you in getting your desired band. See you next time. Bye bye, take care.